Hi, this is Aaron of Outlier Ventures, the organizers of Diffusion, the multi-protocol hackathon in Berlin this weekend. And with me is Raynaldo Rivera of Alkemi. So tell us, Raynaldo, what is Alkemi? What are you guys building?
Yeah, so Alchemy is really it's a few things, but one of the core things we're building is called the Alchemy protocol, which is a decentralized liquidity pool with on-chain settlement, and that's really the foundation of what all of the other services we're building on top of it come around.
Cool. And what kind of protocols or tokens would be appropriate to be part of such a liquidity pool?
So I think it's important to understand what we're trying to accomplish here. And one of the biggest things is we're trying to solve the decentralized liquidity issue. So one of the biggest things or one of the biggest problems within the current market is that we have all this liquidity from different tokens, different, BTC, Ethereum, so on and so forth, but it's decentralized. And when you're looking at exchanges and with regard to their volume liquidity, they don't have access to that. So what we're looking at is building a protocol in which exchanges, as well as other projects, can tap into this decentralized liquidity and utilize it within their platforms itself.
Right. So and that would be any protocol that uses a token.
Correct. That's the eventual hope. Right now, we're focused on ERC20, and then we will expand to other chains as necessary.
Gotcha. And can you tell a bit about how internally such a decentralized liquidity pool works?
Yeah, sure. It's actually pretty straightforward. So one of the key aspects of Alchemy is that we're a zero custody liquidity pool, which is kind of new within the DeFi space. And basically, the way it works is you create a smart contract that you control, and you deposit whatever token or funds that you want to add to liquidity reserves. And then from there, you authorize our settlement contract, which is its own standalone smart contract uh, that handles on-chain settlement. So basically, if we have any, so sorry to freeze here, but basically, if you have, for example, an exchange that wants to access the decentralized liquidity and they have an offset in their balance at the start of a settlement, then our liquidity reserves will fill that settlement so the exchange continue their actions. And then from there, our settlement contract will go ahead and um, put the funds back from the exchange's surplus to the liquidity reserves, and then, of course, distribute the incentive, right, for joining the reserve.
Right, right. And so at the Fusion, you're giving a workshop about the subject.
Yeah. So at the conference, we'll be talking about the difference in different types of liquidity pools. We'll talk about that problem I just recently discussed regarding decentralized liquidity with exchanges that are currently centralized, and just how that problem exists, how we plan on solving it, and then kind of an example of some services we're going to offer on top of our own decentralized liquidity reserve, and then how we hope to open that up to others to utilize in the future.
Great. So people who want to learn more about the subject, they can join into the workshop. Maybe they'll be inspired for building things around the hack, around the concept, and of
Hopefully.
course, yeah, there will be many tokenized projects and their teams around. So it should be interesting for them to connect around the idea of the decentralized liquidity pools as well.
No, hopefully we do.
Great. All right. Looking forward to see you there. And thanks for today.
No, thank you as well.